Have you ever wondered, why do some people work tirelessly all their lives, yet still can't escape poverty? Why do the poor, even when given opportunities, often make poor financial decisions? And why does stability sometimes become a trap more dangerous than risk? Two Nobel Prize-winning economists, Abhijit Banerjee and Esther Duflo, after 15 years of research across 18 countries, discovered that poverty is not just about lacking money. It's a web of psychological, social, and cultural traps, almost designed to keep the poor exactly where they are. In this video, we'll explore 6 of the most common poverty traps, from consumption habits and entertainment cravings to the illusion of safety, and most importantly, how to recognize and break free from them. If you've ever felt like you're running endlessly but getting nowhere, then this video is for you. The first trap, the temptation of immediate consumption. Why would a farmer with an unstable income buy an expensive smartphone, or a factory worker blow their entire paycheck on brand-name clothes, cosmetics, or a fancy dinner? Park, a farmer in Indonesia, is a classic example. Despite his unpredictable earnings, Park spent an entire month's wages on the latest smartphone. When asked why, he simply said, "I just want to feel like everyone else." This is one of the most dangerous poverty traps, the urge to consume in order to feel normal. When the poor are constantly bombarded by ads, media, and social pressure, they're not just short on money, they're starved of recognition. And that's when poor choices are made, not out of ignorance, but out of emotional needs, confidence, self-worth, the feeling of belonging. If we're not careful, these seemingly small decisions can stack up into a massive financial trap. And this is only the first trap. Entertainment numbs critical thinking, the nipple theory. Have you ever wondered, why do so many poor individuals, even when exhausted after a long day of work, still spend watching short videos, dramas, or playing mobile games? It's not just entertainment. It's a form of mental anesthesia. One researcher called it the nipple theory. Just like a baby soothed by a pacifier, low-income adults are pacified by cheap, accessible, and highly addictive entertainment. What's the result? They forget their reality for a while, but lose the time and mental energy needed to plan their way out. Entertainment isn't inherently bad, but when it becomes the only escape, it becomes a prison. And the worst kind of prison is the one that makes you think you're free. But if entertainment numbs the mind, what makes us believe we're making progress when in fact we're stuck? The answer lies in the next trap. The illusion of productivity, the rat race. You're always busy, working from morning till night, checking emails, replying to messages, chasing deadlines, but at the end of the month, you're still broke. You haven't moved forward. A young aspiring writer once shared, "I write every day, post consistently, run ads, work 14 hours a day, but after 2 years, I still have no real audience, no income." This is a subtle trap, the illusion of productivity. It makes you feel like you're progressing, when in fact, you're just running in circles. You're reacting to life, instead of designing it. Doing more doesn't mean you're going further. You need to know where you're going. The key isn't to work harder. It's to pause and ask, is what I'm doing actually taking me where I want to go? But sometimes, what holds you back isn't the work, it's the comfort, the kind that makes you afraid to step out. The Shawshank Trap, the danger of comfort. In The Shawshank Redemption, there's a character named Brooks. He spent most of his life in prison. When he was finally released, he couldn't adapt to the outside world, and eventually, he chose to end his life. Brooks wasn't chained by prison bars. He was trapped by familiarity, by the sense of safety and stability, even if it came with chains. In real life, there are many such prisons, a boring but stable job, an unfulfilling relationship that still offers companionship, a life that's just enough, but lacks ambition. Safety isn't always good. Sometimes, it's just the postponement of a dream, the quiet death of potential. Habits can be comfortable, but they can also be chains. If you feel stable but unhappy, maybe you're living like Brooks. And to break out of that cage, you'll need one thing: the courage to embrace uncertainty. Growth demands discomfort, stepping out of the comfort zone. No one has ever changed their life while staying comfortable the whole time. Real growth always comes with pain. Stepping out of your comfort zone means accepting anxiety. It means learning a new skill even when you feel stupid. Starting a side hustle even when people laugh. Daring to dream even when no one supports you. You can't grow by repeating what you're already good at. You only grow by doing what scares you. Discomfort is the price of change. The more you avoid challenges, the more you stay your old self. But if you're willing to try, just take one step, and you've already started to become someone new. And all of this, consumption, entertainment, business, safety, pain, they have one thing in common. They all start in your mind. Mindset shift, rescuing yourself from poverty traps. All the traps you've seen have one thing in common. They don't come from outside. They live inside your mindset. Poverty isn't just about lacking money. It's a mental state where you don't believe you can be different. To break the cycle, working more isn't enough. You have to think differently. Believe differently. Act differently. Starting today, ask yourself, what am I over-consuming? Am I truly busy or just procrastinating? Am I stable or stuck? You can't choose where you were born, but you can choose how you think. And sometimes, just by changing your thoughts, you begin to change your life. Mindset is the strongest lever to escape every trap. Maybe after watching this video, you're filled with thoughts. Maybe you saw yourself in some of those traps, the trap of impulsive spending, the trap of numbing entertainment, the trap of constant busyness, or the comfort trap disguised as safety. Maybe you realized, it's not that you haven't worked hard, it's that you've been working hard in the wrong direction. And that realization alone is powerful. Because once you recognize the trap, only then can you step out of it. We live in a world where many things are designed to keep you where you are. Ads are designed to make you spend impulsively. Entertainment is designed to keep you watching endlessly. Social media is designed to make you compare and feel like you're never enough. Even education and career systems often encourage you to follow, not to think differently. You're not to blame for falling into those patterns, because almost everyone does. But the difference between those who change their lives and those who remain stuck isn't their circumstances, it's their choices. You can't control where you start, but you can control where you're headed. When Banerjee and Duflo spent 15 years researching poverty across 18 countries, they weren't looking for a get-rich-quick formula. They were trying to understand, why do some people, despite poverty, manage to break free? And why do others, even with opportunities, stay stuck? The answer wasn't they're lazy or not smart. The real answer was invisible traps woven by culture, society, media, and psychology that make people act against their own long-term well-being. But the good news is, your mindset can change. You don't need to be wealthy to start thinking like successful people. You just need to ask the right questions. Am I buying this because I truly need it, or because I want to be accepted? Am I using entertainment to regurgitate or to escape discomfort? Is my current job taking me where I want to go, or just helping me survive? Am I choosing safety over becoming who I'm meant to be? Do I dare to try something new, even if it scares me? Each honest answer opens up a new path. No one can walk the path for you. No one can pull you out of the trap, but you can take that step one small decision at a time. Maybe it's learning to delay gratification so you can save and invest in yourself, limiting empty entertainment, and spending more time reading, learning, reflecting, reviewing your week and asking, what am I busy with and does it actually matter? Setting one small, uncomfortable goal that pushes you to learn something new, end something okay, to start something better. These things aren't easy, but because they're hard, they're the ones that change you. If you've ever thought, I can't change my life, remember this. Most successful people didn't start with an advantage. What they did have was a mindset that refused to settle. Instead of asking, how do I escape poverty? They asked, where am I thinking like everyone else? What happens if I try something different? What am I willing to give up to become the next version of myself? You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just need to change how you respond to the smallest daily choices. One time you resist emotional spending. One time you skip mindless scrolling to learn something new. One time you say no to fake safety. One time you sit down and write a plan instead of reacting to someone else's priorities. One moment, and then another. Step by step, you'll notice you're no longer standing still. Life doesn't change with a miracle. It changes with mindset and small actions repeated long enough. And if you've watched this far, you're probably ready. Ready to break free from invisible traps. Ready to stop living the same way. Ready to redesign your life the way you truly want it to be. Direct hit to end this video. Drop a comment below. Which trap did you recognize most in yourself? And what's one small action you'll take to break free? Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss more content on mindset, money, and self-growth.